Pesticides pose significant risk in 20% of fruits and vegetables, Consumer Reports finds. This one's interesting and you're going to get a lot of value from it. I hope you tune in. So last Thursday, Consumer Reports released a report saying that of 59 common fruits and vegetables, 20% of them have elevated levels and harmful levels of pesticides within them and on top of them. Now, they did mention that the good news is that, it's not 100%, right? So 2/3 of foods are still good to go. But there are some good recommendations here, and we're also going to go over which foods you're going to want to be very strategic about when it comes to consuming them. So they mentioned it doesn't mean you need to cut everything out. I mean, they say small exposure isn't like the biggest deal. I would argue you want to have 0 pesticides in your system. Obviously, it's going to be hard to accomplish that. But when it does come to foods that are higher risk for having pesticides, they recommend getting organic. And I'm a big fan. If you can do organic, everything great. I know budget-wise, it's not the most realistic for everyone, but especially when it comes to these fruits and vegetables that are high in pesticides, we definitely want to go with organic. And this other report from the Environmental Working Group estimates that 75% of conventional produce, again, non-organic produce, has some sort of pesticide residue, and they actually have what they call the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15, which we'll go over. So this Dirty Dozen list is the 12 fruits and vegetables that have the highest level of pesticides. These are the ones that you 100% want to get organic every single time if you can. And they're actually linked in order. So you can see strawberries are number 1, spinach, kale, collard greens and mustard greens, grapes, peaches, pears, nectarines, apples, bell and hot peppers, cherries, blueberries, and green beans. So again, a lot of very healthy foods. There's a lot of fiber in all of those foods. There's a lot of antioxidants and other vitamins and minerals that are key. But if you can, you want to go organic with these because these ones have the highest levels of pesticides within them. Now, on the flip side, we have the list of the Clean 15. So we've got avocados, corn, pineapple, onions, papaya, sweet peas, asparagus, honeydew melon, kiwi, cabbage, watermelon, mushrooms, mangoes, sweet potatoes, and carrots. And it's interesting to note there's some differences between these foods and just what you want to consider when you're shopping as a consumer, when you want to get organic or not. So as a general rule of thumb, typically foods that grow in their own natural casing or that come with like a peel of some sorts, so let's say it's oranges, bananas, even corn has the husk, even onions have a little bit of a barrier, as well as underground foods, right? So like carrots. Those types of foods typically are going to have less pesticide exposure. If you think about it, they're applying the pesticides on top. So anything that doesn't have some sort of natural casing or peel, such as berries, right, grapes, what they mentioned in the Dirty Dozen, the foods that come without a peel or without a natural casing, those ones you typically want to get organic because they're going to have higher pesticide levels. And the ones that have a peel or a natural casing or grow in the ground are usually a safer bet. Then back to the Environmental Working Group article, they did mention that if you wash your produce really well, it can help cut down on pesticides. That being said, some of it is in the actual fruit or vegetable itself. So anyway, just a PSA for today. I hope this is helpful. And I'm curious, what's your favorite produce and fruits and veggies to eat? Let me know in the comments. And if you got value from this video, please like and share.